Gas prices have surged to their highest level since the start of the war. AAA says the average price of a gallon of gas is up to $4.18, up 7 cents from yesterday, and up $1.20 since the conflict began. CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent and CBS Saturday Morning co-host and CBS News 24/7 anchor Kelly O'Grady joins us. So we are seeing some ships go through the strait. Where are they going?
So the majority are going to different countries in Asia. So think China, Indonesia, India. A couple are going different places, but that's where the majority are. But I mean, you mentioned, right, $4.18. That's what gas is here. Even though there are some ships that are going through the strait, it's not much. And it's still really, we're dealing with that supply constriction of oil, and that's what's causing prices to rise.
Do we know if if those tankers are taking Iranian oil to places like China, or we don't know?
I do not have that confirmed.
Okay, so how costly is this standoff now? We have not only Iran choking off the Strait of Hormuz, we have this U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports. How, I guess, disastrous is this for the oil market?
So it is pretty tough. You've kind of seen oil just start to hover around that like $100 to $110 a barrel, whether we're talking about Brent or we're talking about the U.S. crude. We call that WTI. The thing is that, at least I'm talking to my sources, a lot of countries, they're dealing with a stored up supply. Remember, this is not just about the Strait of Hormuz. This is about the fact that refineries, production fields, they're not going at full capacity right now. And so what I've heard is if this goes on another month or so, it could really send oil prices much higher. But I think also from a costly perspective, it's not just the price of oil. On the Iran side, I mean, that's where they get their revenue from to continue funding all of these activities. And then you think about us here, it's not just gas prices, it's jet fuel. It's the possibility that this could cause our food prices to rise eventually. And just the general sentiment as we head into a midterm election of people being frustrated. So there's so many different cost effects, not just the one that you and I see at the pump.
The UAE announces leaving OPEC. What does that mean?
So OPEC is a conglomerate of countries where they decide how much, you think Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, they produce oil. The UAE leaving is a huge blow. They were a founding member, and that means that they will decide how much they produce on their own. They want to prioritize their own economy and generating as much revenue from oil as possible. What this means, two things. You could see the price of oil go down if they flood the market with oil. But it also means that you could see OPEC become less strong. One leaves, maybe others will as well.
I was going to say, yeah, this is sort of the emblematic of what is to come. All right, Kelly O'Grady, thank you. And you can track gas prices at cbsnews.com/gas prices.